What's up everyone, Carlos says now. Welcome back to another video, and today we got my AEW Grand Slam predictions, preview, whatever you want to call it. We got the Will Ospreay jersey on, so let's do this. Let's not waste any time because I'm really excited to talk about Grand Slam. I'm excited for this show. AEW Weekly Television has been killing it lately. Dynamite's been fire, Collision's been fire. I've been really enjoying the current AEW product. I cannot wait for Grand Slam. It isn't a pay-per-view, it is a TV special, but still, the card is amazing. I won't be talking about the matches they're taping for Ring of Honor. I'm just talking about the AEW Grand Slam portion of it, and what we'll be getting Saturday night. I will also do a review for this, but it may be Monday morning when it drops. It may be Monday because, according to Thriller TV, Fight TV, which is how I watch AEW here in Ireland, the show will start at 3:30 a.m. and yeah, so I'll either have to do an all-nighter and sleep Sunday morning, or I'll have to watch the show Sunday morning. So by the time I get the video recorded, edited, it may be Monday. By the time it drops, I'll try get it out Sunday if possible. But there is also NXT Valentine's Day Massacre or Vengeance Day, whatever. Vengeance Day, that's it. Which I might do a review for that. I will do predictions as well. I'm going to record it straight after I record this one. So yeah, let's not waste time. Let's get into it and start with one of the matches I've really looking excited to, and that is Mercedes Mone versus Harley Cameron. The build for this has been amazing. Harley Cameron's really stepped up into this role, and she's proven she can hang with Mercedes Mone. She's got super over, the stuff she's doing with the puppet, the halftime Harley concert thing, the rap video she just did on Dynamite. All amazing stuff, all entertaining stuff. Harley Cameron quickly became one of the best things to see in AEW. And no, it's Mercedes Mone. We don't have to talk about Mercedes Mone. If you don't know Mercedes Mone, she's Sasha Banks from WWE. Amazing wrestler, amazing talent. She brings the best out of everyone she works with, really. One of the best in the world. And that makes this prediction hard. You would think, bet the money on Mercedes. But Harley's super over. She's from Australia. She's been sitting here from Australia. I think they could capitalize on the momentum of Harley Cameron here. There's nothing wrong with having Harley beat Mercedes, just having Mercedes win the belt back then at Revolution and continue on with what you want to do with Mercedes. I feel like there's a very good chance they do capitalize on that momentum. But you can never bet against Mercedes Mone. That is why I'm so torn on what to go with. But you know what? I think they do it. And like I said, they can always give the belt back to Mercedes at Revolution and then just continue on with her from there. So I'm going to go with new TBS champion. They're going to capitalize on the momentum of Harley Cameron. They're going to give her the big win in her home country. And yeah, maybe that won't be the only big win we get. Next up, we got the Brisbane Brawl between Cope and Jay White against the Death Riders team of Claudio, Castagnoli and John Moxley. And I'm going to go with Cope and Jay White to get the win in this one. Mainly, I think it's because of Revolution. I think because they've announced Cope versus Moxley at Revolution. I don't think Cope wins at Revolution. Spoiler for my predictions video when I get to that one, whenever that show is. I see Mox retaining over Cope in that one. I just don't think Cope is the guy to beat Mox and end the Death Rider story with. Maybe they do it. I just don't see that being the direction. So I think they'll give Cope and White the win here, just so Moxley can then beat Cope in the singles match with the title on the line down the road. And I think this will be a fun brawl. We know John Moxley's good in these types of matchups. We've seen Claudio in some of these matchups alongside Mox as part of the Death Riders and the Blackpool Combat Club. We know he can do it. We've seen Cope have some great hardcore matches, and I feel like Jay White will also deliver because Jay White is awesome. So yeah, this one I'm looking forward to. It will be a good match, and I do think the babyface team of Cope and Jay White will get the win over the Death Riders, just to give Cope a bit of momentum heading into the match with Moxley at Revolution. Next up, we have one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most on this card. I think this could be a big breakout matchup for one of the participants. It is Buddy Matthews versus Kazuchika Okada. I feel like this is the biggest singles matchup of Buddy Matthews' long career, whether it was Buddy Murphy and all. He's stepping in there with the Rainmaker in Australia. Title matchup, Continental Championship is on the line. This could be the big breakout performance for Buddy. And yeah, he's in there with Okada. It's going to be a good one. Buddy, we've seen have great matches before, whether that's as a singles guy, as a tag guy. We know what Buddy Matthews is capable of. And with Kazuchika Okada, there's no better platform to shine. And there's no one better to potentially bring the best out of Buddy than Kazuchika Okada. And especially when you think of the promos leaning this one, Buddy is asking for the serious side. He wants the Rainmaker. He don't want this elite hanging out in AEW calling people bitch Okada. He wants the Rainmaker. He wants the very best of Okada, and I think he will get the very best of Okada because I think Okada will retain over Buddy, but just a big matchup like this, a big opportunity for Buddy Matthews, it will benefit him as a top guy. And just showing what he can do as a singles guy, and especially with the repackage of the House of Black, losing Malachi, becoming the Hounds of Hell. I'm excited for what the rest of the year has for him and Brody. I think I'm really excited to see what things happen for them. I feel like they could become tag team champions at some point this year. Maybe, we see them both continue to shine in their roles as singles guys as well alongside that tag team stuff and still be aligned with each other. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think Okada and Buddy will potentially be the match of the night and steal the show. But it's hard to tell when a certain, Billy Goat is on the card teaming with a certain Omega. But we'll get to that one. We're not finished talking about Okada and Buddy. Yeah, I think this will be a potential show stealer. I'm excited for this one, and I think it will be a big breakout performance for Buddy Matthews, but he will lose to the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. And now let's move on to the Billy Goat and the Omega. The Dream Team, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega team up. It faced the Don Callis families, Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita. Spoiler alert, I think Fletcher and Takeshita might win this one. I know, so it's hard to go against Will Ospreay. It's hard to go against Kenny Omega. I do think this match will, again, for me, it's between this and the Okada Matthews match for match of the night, just on paper looking at it before the show actually starts, because you got four amazing wrestlers. You got Ospreay and Omega on one side, two of the best wrestlers over the last decade. Then turn your attention to Takeshita and Fletcher, two men on the rise and the future of AEW. There's no doubt about it, these two men. If they continue to rise on that trajectory they're on, they will be the future of this company. They'll be the future of professional wrestling. We already see it with Takeshita, a 3-contract Takeshita. He's in New Japan. He signed to AEW. He signed to DDT. Everybody wants a piece of Konosuke Takeshita for a reason. He's the alpha for a reason. And I think that's why they get the win here. I can't speak. The reason I'm going with that is if you look back at Kenny's promo a couple of weeks on Dynamite, he goes, we're going to win in Brisbane because the future of AEW is in this ring, not on that stage. And he's talking about himself and Ospreay. And once you bring that once they said that line, I was like, Takeshita and Fletcher are winning. They're going to win and they're going to prove they are the future of AEW. I love Ospreay. I love Omega. They're two of my favorites of all time. I will be wearing the Billy Goat jersey when I watch that match as well. I will not be mad if Ospreay and Omega did get the win. But it's just that line that Kenny said where the future will be in this ring with us and not on that stage. I don't know, there's just something about that line that made me go, Fletcher and Takeshita are winning. That was just a moment for me where I was like, yeah, they're winning. And like I said, you got four amazing wrestlers in that matchup. Kyle Fletcher, I'd probably say Kyle Fletcher was the breakout star of last year. Of course, we knew he was an amazing tag wrestler, part of Aussie Open. But that heel turn on Ospreay really seen the potential and the star value rise in Kyle Fletcher over the last couple of months. He's got big wins over Ospreay. He's got big... I feel like him and Takeshita, they'll get another big win here. Of course, the Don Callis family will get involved. Don Callis will get involved. Like I said, I won't be mad if Omega and Ospreay got the win, but I know there's just something that's telling me Fletcher and Takeshita are going to get the win here. Last but not least, we got the match that I think will main event here. It's the match that has the most build, the most story behind it. And it'd be nice to see these two women in the main event spot. They've earned it with this great story they told for over a year now. Longer than a year. It is Mariah May and timeless Toni Storm. Of course, you go back to Mariah coming in, being with Toni, then eventually turning on Toni, taking the belt. Toni's, takes a bit of an absence. She comes back as rookie Toni Storm, and she swerves her. I was only playing a role. And we get timeless Toni back. And I think this is timeless Toni Storm's moment to win the belt back. We've seen Mariah at All In London. I was there in the crowd. She got her hometown moment, beating Toni Storm to become champion. I know Toni Storm's from New Zealand, not Australia, but it won't. So it won't necessarily be like a hometown win like it was for Mariah May, but I do see Toni getting the win back, getting her championship back, and going on from there. Because I feel like we're at the blow-off point of this feud, and I feel like it does end with Toni getting the belt back. I feel like that's the story we are going with. I don't really see Mariah keeping hold of the belt. And I like Mariah May. I think she's had a decent run as champion. Like I said, the feud and the story leading into All In was perfect. The feud and the story leading into this match is been perfect. And yeah, I feel like it's Toni's turn. Toni's going to get the belt back here. And I'm interested to see what that means for Mariah May next. Where does she go? Because I feel like I said, I feel like this would be the blow-off, so I don't see them continuing on this Toni Storm feud, but that opens up the door for something new for Mariah May, something new for Toni Storm coming out of this one, and I do think it will be with Toni as champion. It just feels like that's what it's been building to, and if Mariah was to retain, I wouldn't be mad, but I would be surprised, I would be shocked, but yeah, I do think Toni will get the win in this one, and I do think they will end up main event and then closing out the show. So yeah, that's going to be it. Let me know what your predictions are for AEW Grand Slam in the comment section below. Are you excited for the show like I am? Leave a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.